Hello, in this overview I'm going to show you how you can use the new teacher preferences or game preferences to set certain preferences within the system. At the moment this is just game preferences, but we will be expanding this to include other preferences over time. So this is just a start point really. But at the moment what you can do is you can set preferences for the way that the games are delivered to your students, and I'm going to show you how that works now. You can actually get to this menu in a number of places. You could go to the My Account area, or you can also go to Content and Games, and whenever you or when you're editing a question collection, and any time within those interfaces where you see the Set to Group option, when you click on Set to Group you'll see this new area here which is Game Preferences, and if you click on that, that will bring up the Game Preferences window. Now bear in mind that these Game Preferences are global, so this means that if you set these in your, they're like settings for your teacher account, for your user account, and so anytime that you set content to your students to play, it will adopt these settings. It doesn't matter which question collection you set or anything like that. It's a global setting. It applies to all the question collections you've done. So it's like a preference as to how you'd like all your games to appear. So there are four major settings in here at the moment, and as I say, we'll add to these. The first one is the ability to disable the play or no play functionality. So in the game in default mode, after a question's been played in formative mode, the game will randomly select whether the student gets to play or not play. We've based this on science, and it does help with the learning experience, but we understand that some people find it frustrating, and so this is, although it will reduce the efficacy of the learning, you can turn it off. It doesn't do that in summative mode. You can also disable the thinking time section. Again, this is based on research, and that is that if you have a student think about the answer before they actually press a button, then that can help with the learning process. But again, it locks the question during that thinking process, and so some people find that frustrating. So again, you can turn that off too. We've also got the option to disable leaderboards, just in case you wanted to do that. It was just an easy implementation, and it gives you the option to do that. And then one which is kind of fun is the ability to turn off or on games. So basically all the games by default are available to students to play, but you can actually click off the games to turn them off, so that they won't appear. So anything that you've turned off and has gone transparent like this, or sort of semi-transparent like that, that will not be appearing for students. So let's say, for example, you just wanted students to be able to play this one pothole slalom game. You could just tick off all of these other ones, and now all students will just see pothole slalom. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully that's a useful tool, and thank you very much.